Greetings, humanity. I'm Jim, and once again, I am playing Frostpunk. I got a new pair of headphones that I'm trying out. I'm gonna see if I have to readjust it so that I can hear myself, because if I can't hear myself, I go nuts. We are once again diving in here to the this is again the first of the 3 DLCs that they did, the 3 Bits O DLC, and we're gonna be just sort of trying to finish. I don't know if we're gonna finish it tonight, because I don't plan to do this for horribly long tonight, but we'll see. That said, do let me know if there's any issue with the sound levels, because again, new headphones, so the audio is getting routed differently. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump back in here. I feel like we're getting closer to the end of the scenario. Don't know how close. But this is, oh dear. Now I'm going to try on the fly to lower the volume for me, which hopefully does not lower the volume too much for you. This is the one downside of doing it this way. I no longer have the little switch I can use to change the volume here in the same way as I had it. I had this plugged into speakers, you see. I had the previous headset, the wired headset, was plugged into a set of speakers, and I could just change the audio level up and down. Can't do that now. So we'll see how this goes. We are doing the Fall of Winterhome. We're on day 17 of the Fall of Winterhome, soon to be day 18. And we're going to try to make this work. Also, my apologies if you happen to hear my my laundry happening in the background. It's laundry day. But we're getting near the tail end of it, so it shouldn't interfere too much. You said glaring balefully at in the direction of the washing and the washer and dryer. Anyway, we are trying to escape from Winterhome because it's doomed to fail. The generator's going to explode. People who are gravely ill will leave work when a free bed in a medical facility becomes available. Good to know. People live or work in freezing conditions can get such bad frostbite that they have to undergo an amputation. Yeah. As a reminder, please note the content warnings. Apocalyptic themes, illness, death by cold, starvation, colonialism, and child mortality. That may come up. One moment. Ah, lungs. Okay. We know the lungs are working. That's good. This is where we left off. We have entered free time. And I kind of realized there's a thing I need to do. They've done 4% of this, but I want to... The faster outpost teams is a good idea, but I've come to realize that I think I need to change gears here and do a Steam Steelworks, because I feel like that's going to be faster. Also, does not require steam cores to create, so that kind of helps. See, the wall drill does, but the Steam Steelworks does not, so that's actually what we should be researching. Just because the thing has the word Steam in it doesn't necessarily mean that's the problem. And we have the steam coal mine. We may if we need steam cores, we may downgrade to the regular coal mine as we gradually have fewer people. Current research is at 4%. I feel like I don't want to go too far back because then I'm going to have to reload the evacuation center. And I already did so much math figuring that out. Cabins. Yeah, so we're trying to send enough steel. We haven't yet, but to finish this cabin at least. Yeah, it occurred to me. I know for some reason in my mind, anything that has the word steam in front of it requires more. Requires a steam core, but it does not. So, in fact, if I do the steam steelworks, that'll probably help. Because then we can bring in more steel more quickly, and that might actually give us a chance at getting more people out. So we're going to do that. Let me see where the saved games are here. Because I ended there. We had like one last thing to do. One more decision. Always one last thing. One more decision. I don't want to go too far back. We didn't have that line. You know, it's like, what, you want to reclaim that 4%? I guess it's a question of, do we abandon that 4%? Because the faster delivery time is not a bad thing for the outpost teams. Especially given that you know, evacuation transports actually move faster. I didn't think about that. I did not think about that. How long is that going to take to do the research on that? I wonder. Research has stopped. We don't know. But actually having the evac transports move faster might be worth it. I worry about the timing, you see. I worry about the timing. We currently have 310 people left in the city. And, our current objectives: evacuate Winterhome, which is, we have 8 days left. For the portion of that we're doing, we have to send 5,000 coal. That's the only thing we're required to do. And optionally, we can save people. Send people to the Dreadnought, 500 people. Send up to 5,000 food rations to the Dreadnought. And convert more decks to cabins, which is, you know... Right now we've done 2 out of the 5. We also have this thing happening. Engineers first. We have to send 20 engineers to the Dreadnought. We have sent... It looks like we have 10 there currently. And we're going to eventually need to send another 15. Also have 8 days on that. The engineers are going to be probably the last ones to go there. Oh, you know, that's a thing. Sorry, this is the evac team. That's what they're currently doing. Maximum number of expeditions reached. What does that mean? Oh no, we can't make another. That's okay. I just want to know when the next shipment is coming. From this coal mine. Don't know. that what we're doing? Wait a minute. No, we're not. We're bringing in steel, not coal. It's over here. 200 steel every day. Iron deposit. That's what we're looking at. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Yeah, we're still getting that daily. I just don't know what the timing of that is. We have to wait for them to set out before we'll know. So, yeah, I guess we can keep it the same. I'm just, worried. Maybe we'll load the coal first before we do this, more of the steel. And hastily build the decks. We'll see. So much to do. Too much to do. I'm just going to leave it then, I guess. Because I hadn't been thinking about it, but I didn't realize if that makes this thing move faster, that's going to make all the difference. Even though it's only 20%. Okay. Well, that's where we are, as our population slowly dwindles. How are things at the Dreadnought? Let's see. So, what we have currently going on, we need 1,960 coal still out there before we have the amount of coal we're going to need to launch and sustain the Dreadnought, which we're working on that. To finish the next cabin deck, we need almost 1,500 steel, which not a lot of that's coming in right now, which has been part of the problem. That's why I've been wanting to try to speed up our steel production. And that's basically been why I was thinking about switching the current research to that, so that we just get more steel more quickly. And then speed up, how quickly this happens. It's a conundrum. But, we have 245 people currently aboard. With the expedition, we'll eventually increase that. And we got all the children out. This Dreadnought launch, or rather this launch here, has all the remaining children on it. There were like 40 children left, and so all the children will make it out. Everyone else, not so much. We'll see. There are possibly 2 more cabins, but Deck 4 is going to cost 2,500 steel. Deck 5 would cost 4,000. So we need a lot more, and of course 6 steam cores total over all of that, which hard to come by. But now that I'm seeing that we don't need the steam cores to produce steel, perhaps we can do something about that. We'll see. And we need more food rations. To be perfectly full, it'll be 5,000. We need at least however much this is going to be for it to have 3 decks. But I'm hoping we can do more. We'll see. We have 8 days. All right, let's go. Just slowly moving ahead as we try to figure out what's happening. We have currently 5 people who are sick and waiting to be treated. 50 people currently being treated. We only have so many engineers to do all these things. We have a delightful propaganda center. People are worried about it being cold at home. That's not going to improve anytime soon. And overcrowded medical facilities. But, more on that later. Yeah, so they're working as fast as they can. We're doing what we can. We might want to also start tearing down buildings, now that I'm thinking about it. Because once again, we've had an evacuation of people, so we don't need as many homes. So we'll kind of see where that's going. The hothouse is currently freezing, but that's because the heater's not currently active because it's not working hours. Let me see. Where are we with everything? Our coal balance is not great at the moment, but I'm going to be... it says about 3 days. It says about 3 days, but we're gonna improve that hopefully soon, because day 18, in theory, it's supposed to warm up. And then, 19 and 20, through those couple of days, it'll stay warm. And then we don't know for the rest of this when the temperature is going to drop again. So that will be a fun game as we try to figure that out. But hopefully we'll have gotten all the coal sent away that we need to, and then we'll just be picking up coal for our own use here after that. As we're slowly winding everything down. Let's see where we have people. Or rather, where we have empty houses. A lot of chilly houses currently. Because the temperature is not great. We're currently sitting at steam level 2. Now, when it warms up, we might be able to drop back to steam level 1. So that will perhaps help. Let's see. But... inhabitants. Here we go. Yes, we've got some empty bunkhouses. Several empty bunkhouses, so we're going to reclaim the steel from those now. Because each one of those has some steel in it. And then perhaps some of the ones that are occupied by only a couple of people, make them, make everybody bunch up where they need to bunch up. This is another way to get steel. We dismantle the building. Unfortunately, this, we're over capacity for wood, but now we don't currently have any means of gathering wood, which is hilarious. But we're doing it just right now purely on dismantling buildings. And we don't need it as much at this point. So that's what's happening. Okay. Anyway, back to this. Bunkhouse, 0 inhabitants. We'll dismantle that one. I figure the less we have to make people move, the better off we shall be. Dismantle. Dismantle. Just tear down those homes. Get that steel back, bit by bit. It's not a lot, but we'll take it. They're empty homes. We no longer need them. No residents in the bunkhouse. Now, the care house we're going to leave up, even though it currently has no residents. Because, you never know. You never know what'll need to happen. But we got a couple more bunkhouses that have no one in them. And now we begin calculating. So we still have 70 vacant beds. 20 of those are in the care house, so 50 vacant beds. So we can afford to basically take out 5 more houses. Five more bunkhouses. So 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. And I mean then after that. That should make everything work the way it needs to. As we consolidate. So theoretically we should be good there. Just taking out these poor people who are having to deal with that, but they will not become homeless. 50. Do we want to put it at the absolute... the absolute cutoff? I mean, I don't see why not. I don't think we're going to have any more people come to live here. The only possible exception are... we're going to have sent more people away by the time... Yeah. By the time anyone else gets here. Okay. And it says 30 vacant beds, 20 in the care house. So we can get one more. Unless we, for whatever reason, feel like we have to have a spare. I think we're okay. Alright, that's that. Alright. Let the dismantling commence! More people will get sick because I'm sending them out into the cold to dismantle their homes. I'm sure everything's fine. It's not cruel at all. As we're waiting for this freaking generator to explode. Nothing currently to repair. We have adequate staff, but no one else available to run in here if we need it. What engineers do we currently have left? The engineers are heading out there last, by the way. We only have... Let's see, everyone's currently working. We have 43 engineers currently. We have 3 of them working at this medical post. We have 3 of them working here at at the infirmary. And yeah, it's no one facility is full. I've got like 5 of them working at this workshop, and 5 of them working at this infirmary, which I completely forgot existed. This infirmary is warmer. It should have more staff. We should do something about that. They're at 127% efficiency. They're only at 75. Who else do we have? 5 working at this workshop and 7 working at the propaganda office. It's currently only operating at 36% efficiency. Sorry. Not doing great. Gotta get that propaganda up. I take 2 out here and put them here. Just because I feel like that will work better. Ah! Someone went somewhere. Don't know who it is. Okay, they're bringing in 200 steel. They'll be here in a little under 9 hours. Why we gotta keep... There's an automaton at this bridge that we're keeping there. So that we can keep doing this. There's a lot happening. Our food situation, on the other hand, is getting better and better because we keep shipping people off. Or at least it should be. We're gonna have to send a bunch more food. And I don't know quite how we're gonna be tackling it with the staff we currently have. Are all the houses down? Did they do that already? That was fast. No one at this guard station is currently working. 1 bunkhouse. This guard station watches over 1 bunkhouse. That's the thing. I think I'm going to need to move the guard stations also, because as we reduce the number of people, having the guard stations probably helps. Right now they've got one in their zone. They have one bunkhouse in range currently. It might help to consolidate, and we'll see if we maybe don't need as many as we had. See, we have one in range. Here we have a care house, which is empty, but in a couple of places in range. This one's working out pretty well. This one has no one in range. We can tear this one down. As the houses just went away. Those houses went away pretty quickly. We've got 115 steel now. That's helpful. Let's get some more steel while we're at it and free up some workers. That sounds like a good idea. There is no one in range of this guard station. We can dismantle it and put them to work elsewhere. Where? I'm not entirely sure. At the pub? The other guard stations? Who knows? Anyway, let me get back to places in range. Okay. No places in range being dismantled. That's the propaganda center. That's a different beast entirely. That guard station has several places in range. That one needs to make sure that one's supported. It's got a full staff. Good. This one has 4 places in range. So it's not terrible. But one wonders, right? One wonders how it's going to be. There's a home, and it's a house, a bunkhouse, and the care house. The care house has no one in it currently. Just as we look at everything and try to figure everything out and sort of determine what's what, one wonders what could be more effective. That's what we wonder. Right now, yeah, okay, we're gonna assign one person there, because this one seems to be okay. But again, we have to wonder. Let me go ahead and order. Guard station. 20 wood, 10 steel. It's an investment. Anyway, anyone currently not being covered? They are not. And perhaps they would be if this guard station were here. If I moved it here, I might not need whatever is happening there. Just trying to sort of see what's where, right? So now that there's space here, we might actually put it here. Is that in a heat zone? It is. Like, I wonder if I were to turn off the guard stations, that would be the only way I could see what's gonna benefit, right? Yeah, this we're probably fine. But again, like, it's not really gonna really a few places that I think, like these 3 houses. There's a place, someone's home here. There's one home here. And like 3 over here that could use some aid. Everyone else, I'm not... And yeah, that's about it. I actually have to wonder if maybe I want to move some of the actual houses. One never knows. I mean, this has been the problem since the dawn of time. Dealing with this range here. And that, I guess, is the question, because freeing up the workers is also perhaps not a terrible idea. So, yeah, I'd have to take down another guard tower, and that's the only. Let me look at this. Let us imagine for a moment scenario where this isn't working, and so it's like you have space here. Exactly the same, and then but you can get a 4th house if you're here, and a 5th house if you're here. Are you still in range of that one, though? That, I guess, is the question, you know? You might be? It's like, if this tower is right here, that's better. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try something terrifying. We turn off that guard tower. Does that remove the effect? It does not. I can't actually see what would change. All right, well. Instead, then, we're just gonna do this. I just feel like this one could pick up more, so just moving it is a not terrible idea. Moving it just a little bit this way. Currently it's got 4 of them. So if we dismantle it and then we build another one, right there, that might fix it, but I don't know if it will. Don't know if that's... These will all still be in range. Sometimes I wonder what the purpose of our struggle is. At least we're alive. Not everyone's so lucky. Yeah. 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 Okay. Morning of day 18 is happening. And we're just kind of making adjustments as necessary. More food's coming in from our flying hunters. I'm gonna put the guards there. Yeah, that looks decent. At least we got a couple more houses that way. You folks are still sitting there at the storm shelter with the potential for these survivors, who I don't know. These are explorers. We don't know why we're leaving them there, but on a hunch, we're leaving them there. Because we are going to need to find, you know, a place. We're going to need to find a place to exist. This guard station is watching over one house. So if we dismantle it, and then that might justify us building another one, like, over in range of like 3 of them. I feel like, you know, one house is not necessarily worth it. You know? That one also, one house. I keep thinking about... Yeah, and also, like, where do we have room again now? Because, like, maybe we should just build a house in one of the spaces where, if space has been vacated in range of one of the other guard towers, now would be the time, you know? You just go ahead and build a house there, and then tear down these other guard towers because they're no longer necessary. We have these 2. And let's see, that one takes care of 2 houses-ish. That one takes care of 4. That one takes care of none, but it's being dismantled. It's Propaganda Center. That one's now taking care of several. That one's still taking care of several. This one is taking care of 4. It's not bad. There's room here. And it's by the main freaking... Yeah, I tell you what, let's... So, for these 2 guard towers, this one guard tower can do the job of these 2 if I move the home in range of it, right? That's what I think. So if, for example, people, if I built houses, which it's more steel, but also less complaining as things get colder. It's going to cost me 50 steel to do this, but it's going to be a while before that arrives, so it's going to be a while before I can send more steel out anyway. So I think it'd be a good investment if I want to just go ahead and do a house. Because then it's like I can build 2 houses, like right side by side here, and do away with those 2 bunkhouses out by those remote guard towers. And this will take care of things. So kind of, let's do that. Let's do that. There are people sick in that guard tower. Well, that happens. Okay. Why, Jim? Why are you doing this? You're building new houses? Yes, we are. And once those are built... Well, it's work time. We have 1 person free to work on these houses. You can do it! Day 18. Hasn't gotten warmer yet, or has it? I think it got warmer. I think it got warmer and no one said anything. Because if you look, you got a lot more livable buildings. It's no longer chilly at home. I feel as though it might be time to take the take this down a notch. Yeah, look at all that. Look at it. It got warmer. They don't even tell us when it gets... Oh boy. Okay. So let's do that then. Anything? Medical post is not currently operating. Okay. It's going to be chilly at home. This coal thumper is going to be a bit upsetting to people, but at the same time, we don't have any people there, so it does not matter. This is the strangest thing ever because it got... Now, there are workers here. They just not arrived yet? Oh, it's turned off. That explains a great deal. I assume it's the same with these. These gathering posts. Yeah, okay. We'll figure that out when that happens. I know, it's cold, but we're working on stuff. Okay. Let me see where we are with this. I'm going to pour more tea now. It's vitally important. Those houses built yet? Not yet. Going to stare at them balefully and see if anything happens. Okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there's people cold at home. I know. Yeah, but these houses just came into being. And they're already full of people. They moved to where it was warmer. Coal is still at a... Well, maybe we're about to free up enough people. We're probably not about to free up enough people, but we'll see. I was going to say, maybe we're about to free up enough people from those 2 guard stations, and the answer is we're probably not. Anyway, this guard station with this one house. See, now we're in a situation. Let me go ahead and look at our housing situation again. 40 vacant beds again. 20 effective ones. So we can now get rid of this guard station. Because we're going to get rid of this house. This house and this guard station. And then... yeah, this is the other one that only has one place in range. We're going to get rid of this house and this guard station. And that hopefully, let's see, that frees up 8 people. So we can potentially now... our coal gathering, we might want more coal. Just a little more coal. A touch more coal. We dismantled a coal mine over here a little while ago. We dismantled a coal mine so that we could do that more easily. My thought is that we should perhaps... maybe we should get a thumper going again. But as we can see by the overall levels of hope and discontent, the guard towers have been... the redistribution, I think, is doing well. That coal thumper is functioning. That coal thumper is not. And it is currently cold there, but we could put a heat zone. We need to actually activate the gathering post. This steam hub is functioning 24 hours, and it's heating what? Bunkhouses. Okay, homes. This actually is probably a good one to start up then, because it's in a heat zone. So, like, we could put workers here, but the problem is getting at the coal. Because we're not going to have enough workers. We didn't free up quite enough workers with that maneuver. Where are our workers right now? We have 267 of them. 8 of them currently unemployed. And I'm going to employ them, I just have to figure out where. How are we doing over here, by the way? It's going to be a while before I can hire another foreman. Let me see. This is a thumper. Oh, hey. You know what would be nice? Is if there's some coal piles here. We have people at this coal thumper but it's inactive, but we've got, hey, okay, let's do that. Let me remove them and put them here. I'm going to turn on the heater and do the same over here. And maybe that will do something. Although, granted, we need to... There's like 500 coal to be gotten there. Which, let's see how that goes. For the rate, yeah, that actually tips the balance. So if we can just get people back into this coal thumper, then that might help. So I just have to figure out how to do that. Where do I get them from? Because what I need is a positive... I need that to be going in a positive direction. While we still have the heat. It doesn't even tell it. I mean, you can see the temperature change, but I didn't notice the temperature change, so that was part of the problem, you see. Need to get some more folks out there. I can't wait for this to break down again. That's going to be wonderful. The generator. Oh, generator. That's also a thing where it's like, I don't know if we're going to be able to... I don't know what we're going to be able to do here. If we do some sort of weird efficiency planning thing. Let me look at this. This one is within range of many people. This one is within range of many people. This one is within range of several people. This one is being dismantled. This one's being dismantled. This one is in range of an empty care house and 2 homes. So maybe something can be done with respect to that. Or maybe those 2 homes are going to be torn down the next time we send people out. If we can. That's the problem. The more people we send out, the fewer we have to work here. As evacuation happens, so, you know, the more of a skeleton crew we have. Rough. Very rough. I guess I'm gonna set some foremen at the coal mines. But at the very least, that will help. That'll help us to build up what we need. The balancing act. I can't just tear down the guard tower. That'll only get us 4 people, but, 4 more than we would have had otherwise. Great question. How to deal with all this. Okay. So what we're seeing here, in about 4.5 hours, we're going to need to send out another transport. And I don't know if we're going to have enough of anything to send on it. My hope is that we will. When will this research be done? We're getting into the afternoon now. About 3 hours. 16:52. Yeah, we'll have just enough time to start another thing. How soon become 16 hours before we can 17 hours before we can write another law. I was thinking about finally getting extended shifts. You know, put people on overtime. Organic fertilizer. What do we have? Oh, wait. I see. Purpose has changed somewhat in the way that it looks. We're getting a little more totalitarian. Let's see. Prison. That's not going to help. Ah. So, like, this, I forget what this is, but it's, I think I achieved it on my first run. Absolute obedience. That's right. It was, like, who needs hope when you have obedience? Because it replaced hope. The Pledge of Loyalty would take us towards that. People who make mistakes, people make mistakes, but we can give them a chance to redeem themselves. If they agree to cooperate, of course. People will be persuaded to sign a Pledge of Loyalty, which will turn them into secret informers. This will provide a permanent hope boost. A permanent hope bonus, but discontent would rise slightly. Or agitator. Strategically placed loudspeakers will remind our citizens of the importance of their work and increase their efficiency. Okay. Agitator raises the efficiency of nearby workplaces by 20%. Oh, okay. That actually could help. But I'd have to build 3 of them, and they are 10 wood and 10 steel apiece. That's not bad. That might actually be what we do next, then. Work for us! That could help, actually, quite a bit. So that's a thing. Wow. You just have to figure out how to get it together. What we need to do. Okay. We got 337 steel currently. We're gonna have more, hopefully, in 4 hours when we have to send it off. I don't know how much it's gonna help. We'll have the steel for this. I don't know if we'll have enough to do what we actually need to do. We need to send off just a little shy of 2,000 coal. But if we do that and achieve that goal, you know, might help. We currently have 3,737 coal over there out of the 5,000 we need. There's so much that needs to happen. And so much we would like to happen. But I don't know if it's going to happen. But, yeah, we don't have nearly enough steel to even complete this deck. We've got to get it over here. Deck 3 is 1,500 steel. It's going to be a challenge just getting to that much. Let alone the remaining 6,500 we'd need for the rest of it. I don't know how we're going to do it. I don't know if we're going to manage it. We may end up just hitting the launch button at some point and hoping for the best. We'll see. It's not a great situation. I can't really think of anything else to do here. I'm just going to do a 18, 1400, or a little later than that. Because there's a lot we've got to take care of here. And 15 of the people that we end up sending finally have to be engineers. Because we have to have 25 engineers over there. Right now, I think we only have 10. I mean, we have 31 over there, but we're going to need apparently 15 more. Which is kind of nuts, but yeah. I think 6 of them went of their own accord, and that kind of messed things up a little bit. Closing the pub is also going to be a problem. But that's its own issue. I kind of wish that I had seen earlier, or realized earlier, that the more advanced coal mines don't actually need what they have. Okay, faster outpost teams have been researched. Hopefully that will help. Let me see. Oh, hey. Greetings, Visceral Key. Hi, how's it going? This is my first time playing. It's not my first time playing Frostpunk. It's my first time playing this particular DLC, The Fall of Winterhome. So that's kind of where we are. Faster outpost teams. There we go. That's what we just researched. And so I save incessantly because I was brought up on adventure games. And so now, in theory, the steel that we're getting through that outpost is going to happen. It still says only 200 a day. But maybe... Oh God, follow Winterhome! Yep! We're... You hate that scenario from the bottom of your heart. I understand. I think I get it. I get it. Right now where we are, this is where we are. We might be able to make... I'm hoping we can get deck 3 built. I don't know if we're going to be able to do these other 2 decks. And we're already sending as many people as can fit. It's gonna be a time. So we'll have to see. I'm gonna try. I've got a little over 7 days left. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's kind of rough. It's kind of rough. But let me see here. What am I gonna do? Oh yeah, right. So we did faster outpost teams, which I hope makes a difference. So at this point, I mean, we could do the efficiency upgrade and all that, but actually, the important thing now is, in fact, if we want to stand a chance to do what I'm trying to do, we're going to need to get this to happen faster. Get the steel coming in faster. It's probably too late to do this, but we're going to give it a shot. Because I just did not, for whatever reason, I just didn't realize, I didn't think about it, that you don't need steam cores to build the more advanced steel works. So we're going to do that. So we're going to start up on that and hope that they manage it. Ah, hi Sphinx. This is what happens when you send the most competent section of your workers, the children, off to the Dreadnought first. Yes, clearly. Those small hands are just made for them to be able to get things done. Oh my god. Yeah, no, we sent all the children off. So this is Visual Key. When I was doing 100% achievements, I did this one last because I couldn't figure what the fuck the game wants me to do to finish this worthless city. Yeah, I have a feeling it might have to do with fulfilling all of the. Just off the top of my head, it might fulfill like all these last 3 optional goals, which I don't know if we're gonna make it or not. I feel like we're not gonna make it, but I'm gonna try. You know, save as many people as I can. I only hope nice things happen to the guy who's in charge of building the city. Yeah, in game. Yeah, the original captain that they threw out unceremoniously. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. So yeah, out in the snow. Although we did have still have like 80 bodies in the snow pit, I think, that they built for us. Let's see. So where are we? Ah, yes. Okay. So in less than an hour, we're gonna need to send another transport, and we'll send what we've got and hope for the best. Currently, we've got about 5 days worth of coal. No idea when it's gonna get colder, but not within the next day or so. After that, yeah, we'll see. that much we saw before we called the engineers back from that tower. Yeah, the devs were literally like, how can we make our players even more miserable and design this scenario? Yeah, I can believe it, especially because this was the first of the DLCs. So like they patched the game up until then, but and added more stuff, but this was the first official DLC. And dear Lord. I also can't wait for the generator to break down again. That'll be awesome. So, as we are progressing along this terrifying track, yeah, I still got these folks out here. I could call them back, I suppose, because just in case we need to bring those survivors in. But we'll see. I'm leaving them out there in the hope that they find a place for the Dreadnought to go. Okay, evacuation transport has reached the Dreadnought. Yay. Time to start another one. Also, why do they want me to send children first to the Dreadnought? They're literally the cornerstone of every city I build. they yearn for the mines. But you know, it's yeah, that sentiment is fairly common among the folks who chat on this stream. I'll tell you that. The child labor decision was made for me. That law had already been put in place when I got here. I'm just following the will of the people by. Run you do the first leg aside is child labor. The children hold all this stuff together. Let me keep my kid. I know. Well, let's take a look. They need food and they need steel. And we did not produce a lot of food from all of that. What are we doing? Also, if I send the 15 remaining engineers, I may have messed things up here. It's like we gotta do another of these. We need steel and we need food over there badly. I don't care that I didn't give birth to those kids. They're mine until the city falls. Yeah. You know, they just don't understand your vision. I gotta tell you. Alright, let's send more people away. If we can. That's the problem, is that I can send 50 more people, but it's... This is gonna be very difficult. If I do that, because I won't have people to do things, and I need people to do things. We have 299 people aboard. I could send one, and that's the thing. I guess I've got to build this next cabin, because I've got to get those 15 remaining engineers in there. This is insane. Who does this? Okay. Well. Failure. Okay. Let's get the coal over there. Let's get the coal over there and we'll figure it out. That's really... Okay. So... That's 1,263 remaining units of coal. So that'll at least take care of that goal, so that we can have the Dreadnought leave at any time. Food? I can't send them all of our food, but it would certainly help if I did. You're gonna leave us with 100 rations? That's not great for 300 people. They're just talking about how great the children are as being laborers. Save the useful ones, let the others fall away. Oh my god. They're very useful. They come in very handy. Let's see. You're gonna get pretty hungry here if I do this, but that's just enough for the people that are there now. Cabins. How much steel can we get over there? If I send them all of our steel we currently have available, that'll get us further than we were. It's not quite enough, but I'm hoping we'll be able to send more soon. And I mean, once we have sent as much coal as like humanly possible, and once we've dealt with the coal, so that's no longer going to be an issue as far as space on the transport. But as we can see here, space on the transport isn't exactly the thing we're facing here. I've never seen a kid revolt in a game. Only adults have problems. I know, right? Perfect workers. Boy. Okay. Well, let's see. Now, here's the thing. It's like, I don't have anybody free. And I got to figure out where to pull from and still, you know, have a city. I'm ultimately going to have to send 15 more engineers over, which is going to push us into the bump us into the next cabin, which is part of the problem. But I don't have time. See, and here's the other thing. 7 days, if we can send one of these a day... Although, it's supposed to be 20% faster now. But, honestly, just put the kids in charge. I'll leave. Let them run things. I don't do anything for those kids if they wanted me to. Unless they ask for double rations when working. That's too much. Yes, that's true. They do ask for that at one point, as I recall. So, like, if I take 5 engineers out of the steelworks... Currently... Well... Let's see. Medical facilities. Well, we only have 7 patients in this infirmary. No patients in that medical post. That's turned off. That medical post, no patients. This is terrifying. But I only have 3 engineers there. You're relieved of duty. We're gonna close that medical post. God. That infirmary has 3 engineers there currently. And 14 patients. This is not good. Care house doesn't have staff. God, back to the infirmary. Oh, this is agonal. Just agonal. Because, like, there's a certain amount of coal we need. There's a certain amount of coal we need. We can't really efficiently deal with it. Like, I guess one thing, right, is if I took the folks from these gathering posts that I put in these 2 gathering posts, I just build another coal mine, which I could do, because I can have 3. I took away one because I wanted to reclaim the steel at one point, but I could build another coal mine, and then that would free up 8 workers, basically, these 8 workers, because these 10 would need to go down into the mine. That would be more efficient than gathering from this coal pile. Yeah, just let him freeze. You gotta figure this out. Okay. There's a space here for a 3rd coal mine that I just didn't do anything with. So, what I could do, for the sake of efficiency, let me look at this actually and see. While I'm here, we have this coal thumper, which I've got currently turned off, but I have people gathering, right? Let me see, where are my workers? Where are my workers? Got a bunch of hunters right now. Wondering if I should whittle down the number of hunters. We have a decent amount of food. It's just not enough. We still don't have enough, though, because we got to keep sending it away. That is the problem with the hunter's hangar. What was the thing that I was doing. Flying Hunter's gear was another thing I could have done. You just up the amount of food for each hunt. Which, you know, could help us with the current crisis. But, industrial hothouse. Let's see. Let's see here, actually. So if we, say, coal mine takes 1 steam core, steam coal mine takes 2 steam cores. These are each steam coal mines. That's right. I dismantled that so that I could get the steam core. So if this is going to be a horrible idea, possibly. Well, I can dismantle the factory and get the steam core back from this. Another option, though, to free up a steam core would be to dismantle. Oh, there's coal there that I can gather. Too late. But there are still people working there at this coal thumper. There are people working here at this coal thumper, even though the storage limit is reached. That's interesting. Let's deal with that. Yeah, I'm all over the place here. So we have that coal thumper. That coal thumper. 10 people at that coal thumper currently. Okay. Alright. But, like, gathering posts, nobody. We have some here. Yeah, I think I can actually shift our strategy here somewhat. If I just build another freaking coal mine. Okay. So... I mean, we could always use more scouts, exiles. Yeah, and that's an interesting thought here is because I still have these scouts doing nothing. I've scouted every scoutable location on the map. I have them here just in case we need to bring these survivors back from the storm shelter. But I could pull them in if I want 5 workers. Right now, I just got to figure out, you know, people I can send back. Yeah, let me see here. Dual sending. I don't have to do, hopefully, so I don't have to do the math on the that I did before again. Let me see. Where are the kids when you have so many jobs for them? I sent them all ahead. I sent them all to the I sent them all to the Dreadnought. Okay, all right. I gotta actually focus here. Got to actually focus. That coal thumper has people. None of the other coal thumpers have people. Okay, just that one. All right. Okay. All right. I'm going to, for just a little bit, I'm going to pull them out of there. I'm going to turn that thumper off. We have a delightful coal pile here that maybe we can gather from if we need to. I'm going to dismantle this factory so that I can have a, I can get that steam core back. This is not going to be good. Because now we're looking at a hothouse as a steam core. And the second infirmary has a steam core. So if we tear this down, How did this one end up with more patients anyway? If we tear this down, we're only going to have the one infirmary. But we free up the engineers inside. There are only like 5 engineers there, as I recall. 3 currently. But if we tear this down, we get the other steam core. It isn't great because right now, you know, we have patients still in the process of recovering that we'd have to send to this other infirmary or make them have to wait to actually... It's not great. It's not a great idea. But not the worst idea. This is terrible. When did I become such a terrible person? I think when I started playing this game. Okay. And again, the food situation as far as survival of people here is fine, so I could take workers if I need them from the hunters. Okay. All right. Let me... Yeah, I'm just going to do it. I know that some of these, it's only a couple of hours till they get out. Nope. Yeah. So the key was sending the kids to the cornerstone of labor, to the Dreadnought. That was why I became a terrible person. Yes, clearly that was it. All right, I'm dismantling this infirmary. Why? Why would you do it? I don't know. Because we need the workers for other things. For a little bit, I'm going to put some people over here to gather from this coal pile. Currently cold, but when people get in there, it'll be warmer. This is a hunter's hangar. Yeah, okay. So, I freed up 6 engineers by doing that. I'm going to send them away because I am a fool. So I can do that. Let me go ahead and do this also. Previous leader didn't appreciate the kids. Look what happened to him. I know. Didn't use that very valuable resource. Let's see. I'm looking for places that where currently people are sick, because if I just send them away, maybe that'll be better. That's a gathering post. Are you gathering coal? Yeah. Alright. So, let's see. So that was a hunter's hangar. I mean, they'll be fine. So I am going to get rid of them. Let's see. Get rid of them. Oh, right. I'm going to go ahead and take them out of the workshop. I don't want to do this, but I'm going to do it because they need the engineers. I'm going to close that workshop. 9 hours now. Great. Okay. More engineers. More workers. Not bad. I just need to send a minimum of 4 more engineers over, but I'm wondering about doing it on a... I like how the content warnings bottom right, it's not even half all the warnings the game should have. Fair, but you know, these are the big ones. They're thankfully the stream itself already I think has certain labels on it that I put on it, just sort of in general. But yeah, there's a lot happening there. But yeah, these are the prominent ones that come up on the streams that I've done thus far. But you know, anything else egregious that I see, I'll add to it. But this has been the that's most of what it's been. Let's see. Okay. So I need to send. I've got space for 9 more people. This is going to be ridiculous because we're now building into where this cabin is, and I don't think we're going to make it, but we'll see. Cannibalism, not a big one. You know, it's funny, but it's we haven't really, you know, we've got this law. It doesn't directly talk about cannibalism. This is more of a, so it's kind of indirect. It's kind of cannibalism, but it's not. The cannibalism is not immediate. It's secondary cannibalism. We talk about cannibalism more than it happens, though. But let's see. It's using an available resource. That's right. I'm gonna... It's like I could pull from here. From the propaganda center. Because it doesn't really do that much. And it has to have engineers for some messed up reason. I'm doing what I can. Okay, 7 more slots for people. Oh. Oh, the game has a mechanic where when you have low hope and no food, people start eating the... Oh, okay, that's interesting. We recycle around here. Yeah, that's what... I have not seen that mechanic operate yet, but I can't wait to see. I'm sure sooner or later we'll be blessed with that, but yeah, we haven't hit that level of it yet. Oh. Because of how... No. Okay. I wonder if taking this down it caused the discontent to go up, or if I just... Did it? No, I don't think it did. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting to cannibalism. A thing you can only do in Frostpunk. I mean, it applies. It applies here, certainly. Let's see. Just trying to decide, do I want to pull the last remaining engineers? For the last 2 engineers, they need minimum now. Or do I do something else? I mean, this may as well rip off the Band-Aid. Just a question of where we get them from. Okay, I can't pull them from here. I can't pull them from here. I need... This is now our only infirmary, and we desperately need it to work. We need it to function. Let's see where we have them. 5, 15, 5, 5. And the propaganda center, I mean, it becomes less useful the longer we have it here, but, oh, this is going to be rough. I can get them from here. We still have adequate staff. This is a terrible idea. Oh my god. Yeah. It didn't go down that much. Well, there we go. Okay. Yep. There we go. There's your 15 remaining engineers that you needed. to fulfill that goal. And we've got room for 5 more people if I want to send more workers. Let me see what we got in the way of hunters, hangers. Let's see. God. What are we doing? And then we'll be able to redistribute for next time when we have that. Okay, so this only has 12 out of the 15. Where are we with hunters, hangers? That one. That one. That one. That one. The hothouse only has 9 people currently. And that one, which is full. That one is empty. May as well turn that one off. That one is full. We have a lot of very full hunters hangers. This one's empty and turned off. Okay, and back to this one that only has 12. All right, we're going to pull from this one, I guess. It's incomplete. If I take it away completely, that'll actually also free up more workers to build and be in other places as needed. So I might do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for those 2 other holes that I saw that needed to be filled. Gathering. Ugh. Yeah, okay. Sure, why not? Okay. Turn that one off. You're going on the transport. There we go. Okay. We're gonna be over again. But, maybe, just maybe, that'll help. We're working with the skeleton crew now. Which may soon become literal, depending on how all this goes. Hey, 2,300 out of the 2,500 possible resources, and that's... I can't send more. I can't. I can't do it. I have to send more food soon, but right now this is all we have. We got to do something about that, but we'll take that into account. Okay. Yes. Still waiting for these steam cores to become available, but I haven't done anything yet. I think I'm ready to hit the send button finally. Next cabin deck cost, what, 230 out of 1,500, but that's still this one. We still need... I don't know if we're going to make it. I don't know if we're going to make it. Alright, I'm going to send it. Engineers first. You sent 25 engineers to the Dreadnought. Hope rises. Yay! That is another goal. There's another goal accomplished. That's taken care of down there. And we checked off the box here to send coal to the Dreadnought, and the rest of these are optional. We can press the button at any time. We're out of steel. Yes, I know. We can hit that button at any time, and we'll see what happens. We're only going to have the amount of steel we can gather in the next half hour. Let me go ahead and get the workers, the workers we have free into the places we need them. Okay. Oh, that guard station isn't at full efficiency. Okay. Hope rises that all the useful folks have been evacuated. I know, right? Okay. So the discontent dropped a lot. That's interesting. Now let's see. So this is going to get there in under 20 hours now. That's a little faster. It's 7 days left. We only have a population of 260 now that we're working with. It is fascinating. This is like building a city in reverse. As we slowly downgrade. The only problem is that we have the weather is not great. So now it's once again time to deal with housing. All right. Because we now once again we've got some places that are empty. We have 70 vacant beds. Which means that if we don't want to get rid of the care house, we've got 50. We can kill 5 of the bunkhouses if we want. And I'm going to do it to some very specific ones now. So that we can reduce waste around the guard towers. Because I think that will be helpful. Okay. And actually, I need to look and see if I can deactivate any of the steam hubs now because of that. We'll find out. Okay, let's see. Let's wait for quitting time before I start that project. Here we are.
Rest time. Work is done for the day.
Work is done. Okay. Now. Let me go ahead and... Let me go ahead and see here. I'm not even gonna look at this. I'm not even gonna look at this now. Not now. That is a bunkhouse. That is a medical post that's not functional. Yeah, I need to look at it in terms of these things, don't I? Yeah, and coincidentally enough, this is one of the bunkhouses we're taking out because there are only two of these here. This care house is empty. I could move this care house now if I wanted to. Nobody's in there. Huh. A good point. Okay. So, let's see. So this guard station, again, we can take out 5 residences. That one's got several. That one's got several. No. That one's got 4. And back to these 2. Okay. So, I'm going to take out these 2. I'm going to take out these 2 houses. Oh, that's a house. That's like an actual house. That's unfortunate. That's a bunkhouse. Take that one out. Any other guard towers near there? No. That's a regular house. That's a regular house. I don't want to take out a regular house, but, because that's gonna be helpful, but at the same time, we can put it closer to the guard tower. As long as we get it in a heat zone. Maybe closer to this guard tower specifically. Yeah. Consolidating close to the generator. Not a terrible idea. Maybe that's the next thing we need to do, really. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Okay. Just moving everything. Moving everything in so that we don't have to worry about the steam hubs anymore. Are there any residences? This is a bunkhouse, this is a bunkhouse, this is people. Okay. Well, let's keep doing what we were doing. So this one we're taking out. This one we might go ahead and take out also. Just for the sake of that. This one has 4. That's a bunkhouse. But if I... Just a bunch of medical posts that don't really need to be there anymore. Just consolidating. These are unfortunately in outer areas, but consolidating is not a bad idea. Okay. Just the thought, just the thought. I could also send out another patrol right now, just to help encourage everyone. But yes, I think I am going to go ahead and dismantle this house, because it will be easier on everyone if I do. Possibly also this one if we're going by steam hubs. I guess I have to decide if I want to go by guard towers or by steam hubs. Because I mean, if I do them around the guard towers, that will free up some, but again, I have to make sure I rebuild them in areas where there are more guard towers. Well, right now I'm not moving anybody, I'm just clearing them out. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. This is just right around here. And so taking these out also will I can do away with that steam hub. Okay, so kill that one. Kill that one. Kill that one. And kill that one. Alright. And then I can kill that guard station. And I can deactivate that steam hub because there's nothing left to heat. These are all medical posts that we don't even need anymore, and I'm not going to bother to reclaim them unless we desperately need the wood. I'll turn that steam hub off. Power efficiency. Who knew? Okay. So that helps with that. And now I just have to decide if I'm going to build anything in any specific areas. As we are... Yeah, discontent went back up a little bit. So now I'll send out a patrol just to help with that. Yes. Our guards will check that everything is in order. Our food balance is still good. Okay, good. I just saw them leaving and I was like, ah! Okay. As we collect this steel, I start to think about putting houses over in here so that we can make life easier. You gotta keep 58 Fahrenheit, minus 58 currently. I have to keep an eye on that and see if it changes. Weather forecast is no longer available because I took them, and turns out I needed them. Okay. We've got a decent amount of steel now. Let us think about placement and steam hubs. Steam hub. Okay, this steam hub is currently heating several homes, so that needs to be there. But there's a lot of space over here if I want to build other houses. But I also need to think about the possibility of, like, if there's space in here, maybe not too big a deal. That steam hub is on a only active one, you know, for the work. That's fine. Same with that one. Same with that one. Although, is any work being done anymore in the zone of this steam hub? Yes. Crap, the hothouse. Right. Of course. Oh, also we have the steam cores back. Let me freaking build another coal mine. There. That'll help. Wait. Steam coal mine. There we go. There we go. That's what we wanted. We only have 5 workers free currently, but that's going to change. We can take them from gathering from some of the gathering posts, I reckon. Let's see. Okay. What is happening? It's really gonna suck when this fails again. Okay, wait, when are we? Day 18 late. Okay. Just figuring out how I want to reprioritize everything. As our numbers dwindle. Moving things around will help somewhat, but, well, let me see. I can only build one house right now. All right, steam hubs. Keep meaning to look at the steam hubs again. I've only got range setting 1 on right now, but that's for that one. That's okay. One's currently off. What about this one? What's this one doing? This one is heating a closed tent And a guard tower. Which is... Oh, I see. This is on range setting 2. Ah, okay. So the move here then... That's a house. The move here then is to push this one to range setting 2 and to turn this one off. So that'll help. Right? Yeah. Going to Chile, that's fine. And I can turn on their heater if I want to. So that helps there. That range went up. And now encompasses more. Both of these guard towers. This guard tower now is solely here, actually, for this empty care house and this house. I think we're going to take this empty care house away. We're actually going to move it. So, yeah. Let me do that. Requires 25 wood and 5 steel. That's fine. Is this inside the range? You would need it to be inside. And if I put it there, it'll be inside the range of a guard tower, but we don't really have... This is one of those things that we need to exist inside a heat zone, but doesn't actually have to be... We don't have anyone in there right now. That's the thing. I don't know if putting it on the edge here will put it inside the heat zone of this, technically, because it's like, it's on the edge here. And I don't know. I think it will be. I think it will be, because this is 2. These bunkhouses are 2. This is, again, with it set to range setting 3. So let me see if I can just put this here, because I think that'll help. We're putting this care house here. Putting that care house here will allow me then to remove this guard station, because I can then take out this care house. This house, of course, I will need to replace the, I'll need to put somewhere else. Housing, yeah, we only have 20 vacant beds right now, and so that's going to be... I need to build another house before I can remove that house. But I'm going to do it. That's this house. It's not inside a heat zone anyway, so I'm going to put it inside the zone of this guard tower if I can. So, new house. Okay, this puts it on the very edge, but it is inside the heat zone technically. Wow. Only so many places you can... Ooh, okay. We'll put it there. Not a lot of space. I mean, granted, there's a hub out here I can still put it next to if I want to. Need to look and see if I need to just reclaim some of these streets. Just looking. There are plenty that needs to be done. Can I just put a fighting pit? Will that help? Not right now. Fighting pit? Fighting arena. Why am I calling it a fighting pit? This fighting arena... Actually, I could... This fighting arena is doing very little good where it is right now. It's only helping these people. There are people fighting here. But, like a couple... 4 of these folks are at the fighting arena. But, like... I feel like as though it could be helpful to put these... Also, they go to the fight, they watch the fights, and it's very cold, and they get sick. Probably. I feel as though there's more to be done here. Like tearing up the streets that are unnecessary. What can I do with this? I want to dismantle some streets. Make this friendlier. A bunch over here that they laid down that... This was very inefficient. Very inefficient. There. I mean, it'll help for right now, and then I can put streets in where we need them. Like I can bridge that gap. I don't know if this is an empty medical post. I could get rid of it. There's a lot going on here. Right now, we're just removing one house. We're just replacing it with another. I kind of want to wait until those are built before I remove the others. And then I can get rid of this guard tower. Also, this arena really is no longer necessary. I feel like I can just, you know, make a different one, or like build more housing near the existing arena. Move people to it. It's only servicing a few people. Okay, that's enough. Yeah, we've got people getting sick. Also, and that's the thing, is still, it's very cold here, even though it's inside. Let me see. It's inside the heat zone. This is inside the heat zone. This one is also inside the heat zone, but has no insulation, so it's not really helping a lot. Might be more of a danger to leave it running. Don't know. Anyway, that's been built. Has this other house been built? I think the other house has been built. Inside the heat zone. Good, okay. So that means, just to be sure, 50 vacant beds. Good. So let's go ahead and take out this care house. Dismantle this one. And dismantle this house. And then we can dismantle this guard station because we don't need it anymore. We can free up those workers. That helps. 15 being treated. 11 being treated. Is that a 12 or a 15? I don't know. I can't read anymore. These folks are on their way. Be here in a little less than 10 hours. Hi, Unstable Days. Consider this. If all of the unuseful people remain, we can leave and not feel bad. I know, it's great, isn't it? Best way to look at it, I think. We're less than 7 days now. Oh, this is rough. But we don't have a lot of discontent, which is funny. We're keeping everything under control in one way or another. The problem is the engineers that I have left behind are probably all going to die because they're leaving last. The engineers that they're still here. A morning's coming on day 19. I don't think it's... Yeah, I think day 19 and day 20, I think, are still okay as far as heat goes. But we'll see. Gonna move on, chaps. Still plenty of work to do. Yes, hope is ridiculously high right now for what it is. So that's good. As far as I'm concerned, you've already won. The most useful folks have already been evacuated. Yes. By which we mean the children. But, yeah, it's a thing. Oh, right, I need to put people into the, I need to put people to work in the coal mine. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What is the coal outlook currently? It's currently good. We'll see how things go, especially, once this gets going. Yeah, we now have 3 steel. Oh yeah, once this actually gets going, that'll boost that tremendously. 755 a day, my god. So that'll of course, they're under these have foremen currently. That's why it was 755 a day. 0 food rations. We should probably do something about that. Like sending it all away in another 7 hours. Let's see. Oh, right. I need to pull someone. I need to pull a worker from somewhere. Let's see. What workers do we have currently committed? Let's see. Some gathering from this gathering post. There's less to get from that one, so maybe from there. There are a lot of gathering posts we're no longer using. It's going to be this one. Just so that we have a full complement at the steam coal mine. So that way we can bring that in, and hopefully that'll do what we need it to do. We are 18% of the way here to the steam steelworks. This is really going to be needed. I can't, yeah, it's kind of a catch-22 also, because I have, oh hey, and more raw foods coming, so plenty of that. Ah, I see we can sign a new law. Yeah, that's the thing. We have 200 steel every day coming from this iron deposit, which, that doesn't seem any faster. It should be faster than that. No, they just they only set out daily, but they still show up faster. I guess maybe that's what that was. Good lord. But I'm loath to let go of it because that's an extra 200 steel a day, which we need for what we're doing badly. Still, I'm hoping when we upgrade, we can, you know, increase the amount of steel going out before everyone freezes to death. So we can get this filled. Okay. Do. All right. Work time starts in a moment. Overcrowded medical facilities. Oh, yeah, they're right. A law. I forgot to sign the law.
Come, lads. We must work harder.
The agitator. Let me get the agitator going. I mean, it's 10 steel apiece, which is... We kind of need the steel, but, if we put them by the steel works, that'll help. I gotta build 3 of them, so it's gonna cost 30 steel to do this. But I'm gonna sign it into law. Agitators. We're already sweating blood. Yeah, that won't help. And now everyone will hear how important our work is. Let's see, we now have agitators. Under order. Agitators play short, pre-recorded speeches, motivating people in nearby workplaces to increase their effort. This raises work efficiency. And the other cool thing about it is that now, once again, I'm going to show you over here, we now have agitators. It's a goal. We got to complete it in under 3 days. We have to build 3 agitators. But I definitely want to put one down over by these steelworks. Especially since they have sick people out sick. I think it can only help. Oh, we put them on the street. That'll help. Okay. Okay, that seems to be the invalid placement location. Why is that invalid? Because it's so close to a steam hub? Weird. Why is that invalid? This is strange. Also, what's the situation? Range setting 1. If I do range setting 2, it'll hit that other one. This is interesting. So, like... What else do we have? Resource depot. A gathering post that has no one in it. You know, I could just... Yeah. Here, let's move this steam hub. I don't know if that'll help. Because if we do that... Oh, no one's available to build it right now. Curses! Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. We don't have people available. I'm gonna do a horrible trick, I think, and take people from the hunters' huts temporarily to get out and build. That might be what we have to do. Let me see. As you know, they're supposed to be resting, but if they're free, they can build. Let's see. Or, I mean, I could just take them down from the gathering posts. We'll see. A lot happening at the gathering posts. Let's see. How do we do this? Oh, great. This one got hit. Isn't very efficient at all because of... because everybody is sick. That's wonderful. We have 20 patients. All 20 patients here. And in a couple hours we'll have some folks getting better. Let's see. Yeah, these it doesn't matter too much. I mean, the hothouse maybe. But we can hit all three of the mines. That'll be helpful. So we'll put one there. Provided somebody works on building that. We gotta free up some people though. Let me see where I've got workers currently that I could free up from anything. Cookhouse. No, we need the people at the cookhouse to make food. Let's see. We also have them at that cookhouse. We're going as fast as we can. Right. Agitators. I can build one more right now. But it's gonna be one we end up putting over here once we can actually put it there. Let's see. I mean, putting one here is probably not a bad idea. Because then that way we can get the infirmary and the repair station, which is gonna need it badly. Possibly not that cookhouse, but, you know, we'll figure it out. God, in 4.5 hours, we're going to need more steel. Okay, yeah. Putting it here is optimal. Good. Okay. Well, it's only 9 in the morning. We'll have more steel soon. Maybe. In 3.5 hours, we'll have some more steel. Okay. So that'll help some. Well, it'll be a little while before I can send out more flyers. And I can't act... Oh, right. Yes, I wanted to free up some people to build. Let's see. Let's see. 15 people in this hunter's hut. Let's, I'm gonna take them out of there temporarily. So they can go and build. Is 15 people enough? Free up a few more. As long as I get them out before quitting, before end of day. "30 people building. Surely that's enough." Yep, the building is happening. Excellent. This plan has worked. Or it is working. Slowly. Which is how everything works. Have you considered sabotaging the generator to make this process go faster? That one hadn't occurred to me. I'll keep it in mind, though. I'm sure that sounds good. I don't think I'm gonna need to, actually. It'll self-sabotage plenty. What is our coal situation here? Still looking good, but you know, we got to see if we actually end up having what we need to get us through whatever happens. Don't know what's gonna happen. That's kind of the thing. Okay, this agitator has been built, so hopefully that ups efficiency some. 0.8%. Oh, with it helps the infirmary a lot, though. That's good. They're building this one now. Oof. Okay, they're working on that steam hub now, too. Good, good. Maybe before the end of the day, I can actually see if I can get it working. Because that's where I want to put the third agitator. Yeah, the infirmary is working better. That's good. Evacuation transport has reached the Dreadnought. Well, here we are. It's kind of evac time again. I gotta figure out how I want to handle this. We do not have enough to send. We don't have enough of anything to send. I guess I could put us on soup. Get more food in. You have, what, 6 days? This is not looking good. We need to build this next deck. But we have to finish building this one and get enough. There aren't enough supplies aboard the Dreadnought to hope for a successful evacuation. Well, if we stop sending people... Can we call anyone back? Launch. We gotta get more food out there. Gotta get more steel out there. It's just not enough. So I can send what we currently have. That's about all I think we can hope for. Is to send what we currently have. See what we can do. We have 230. I mean, if I send more workers, that'll also be ridiculous. But since we've committed to building this next thing anyway. Yeah. Isn't 300 people enough to establish a new colony? I mean, by that math, we have 49 extra people currently. I mean, I see what you're saying. Of course, the thing is, I mean, we've committed to... We have to build this... We have to build this next deck anyway. Which is ridiculous. Deck 4. They're not going to have enough cabins and food currently with the people that we have there. We're going to run out of time. We're going to run out of time if we don't send anybody else. But so yeah, I was thinking I'll go ahead and send more people, but and we're still not getting done what we need done. It is a conundrum. We're not getting steel fast enough, we're not getting food fast enough. It's messed up. However, in about 3 hours, we'll have the, we'll be able to, improve the steel situation. It's the food situation that's going to be a problem eventually. And I don't know if we're going to have enough time to get the people where they need to be. That said... Oh yeah, gathering post. There are still people there. Oh! I'm very worried about whatever that is. That's in the center of town. What fresh hell awaits us? Dreadnought fueled. Okay. So we filled the Dreadnought with coal from From now on, we can start it when you give the order. We can raise its capacity by converting decks to cabins and send more people in food rations. But people are getting more anxious by the day. Some may try to get to the Dreadnought without permission. This might endanger the evacuation. If we don't have enough cabins and food for everyone, we'll suffer from illness and starvation during our journey. You must decide when to launch the Dreadnought to safely evacuate those on board. Let's take a look. The Dreadnought panel will be opened. Not now! I mean, yes, this was just what we were looking at. You ever call the scouts back in, or will they find out y'all are gone when they get back? You know. Just in case, I'm keeping them out there. Just in case we got to evacuate these people that are going to probably die anyway. So, because they're engineers. And we need engineers more than we need regular workers. It's a terrible conundrum. And I feel like we kind of, I'm only keeping these scouts out here in case we need to pull them back in. But, I'm keeping them out here in case they help us find a path with the Dreadnought. Just send them to the Dreadnought. They're already part of the way there. Yeah, yeah, I was thinking about it. If I send scouts to where the Dreadnought is by themselves, they can't board it. They actually have to get on an evac to do it. It's kind of odd but that's sort of what it is. Okay. What am I doing? Who knows? All right, evac. We're trying to decide on an evac situation. Ugh. It's too much. Too much. We don't have enough of what we have to be able to deal with all of this. Well, let's see what we do have currently, what we can send. Because, I mean, it's... If we send what we can send right now, then that's still something. Yeah, I see the value in not sending more people because, that means we don't have to send quite as much food. How much food do we need for this many people? Not sure. We send all of our food. That'll get us to here. This is ridiculous. And obviously I can't send all of our food, because that too would be ridiculous. But there are more people there now than... This is terrible and sad. There are more people there now than What would it look like? Out of curiosity, it would fill this up to like close to like 4/5. That's about where we are, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. I think that yeah, we're gonna have to send as much food as we can. I'm holding 50 rations back. People are gonna get hungry. But we gotta get as much out there as we can. Currently, we can do 237 steel. That's, again, not a lot. Pathetic. But, like, it's what we can send now. As far as people go, I will send one worker. And that will be, that will make it an even 350. And if I can see that we can send more over like 2 days, then we might do that. But we've gotta catch up because this is ridiculous. Okay. I think that's the best we can do. I feel like that's the best we can do. Am I doing this just to have round numbers? Is that what's happening? Probably. Okay. Well, there it is. This is very disappointing, but it's all we can do. Okay. Alright. Well, sending. Oh, we're out of steel. That's funny. Really? I never would have guessed. Okay, I need to stop very soon. But we're going to go a little bit further because, of course, we will. Okay. This agitator is in place. That steam hub is in place. Efficiency 108 now. Good. Good. That's better than it was. Efficiency 97%, despite the people being sick. And not a lot of people not being there. Okay, that's something. Now, this steam hub is here now. Range setting will be 1. Got it. This steam hub will now be dismantled. For its precious steel. And once it is gone, we will place an agitator there. See the workers going to eat. Okay, that's taken care of. Final agitator. Ah! Okay, I'm gonna try something. Well, that didn't work. But what if we build a street there? Will that do it? Actually, let me check again the... Yeah, if it were up here, then that would still work. Okay. Ah, yeah, no, I can place it there. The street is under construction. Excellent. Aha! That did it. That will get both of the steel works. Good. Steam Steelworks researched. Excellent. I will replace it tonight. Hey, I wonder if I'll ever be able to decipher my own writing again. Okay. I gotta decide what we're researching next. With what time we have. So, Steam Steelworks. I could go for the Advanced Steelworks. I mean, all that would take, it's 130 steel per day. This one is 70 steel per day. This one is 40 steel per day. So, I mean, it's not bad. If this is what we're really trying to do, to just go straight to this. Generator efficiency, not too bad an idea if we're trying to not die. House redesign, not too bad an idea if I'm moving houses all over the place and trying to build them better. 10 wood and 10 steel less. Whereas currently it's 35 and 25, so that would drop it to 25 and 15, which would be great. Yeah. We're going to go to Advanced Steelworks. Which, again, does not require a steam core to build. I am a fool. Alright. So that's happening there. That's the next item of research. Ugh. What else is happening? Too many things. Just can't wait. I can't wait. Alright. This has gone out in another less than 18 hours. We'll have an opportunity to send another one. I'm hoping we'll have gathered a ridiculous amount of steel. What is our steel situation daily? Not a lot. It's 268 per day. The amounts we're sending, I don't know if we're going to be able to catch up in time. What have we got going? We need another... We need a ridiculous amount of steel still. And 2 more steam cores at least. Yeah, 2 more steam cores for Deck 4. I think we can forget about Deck 5. Let me go ahead and reassign these folks back to the hunters' huts. As we're done mostly... No, we're not done building. Damn it. This agitator still has to be built. I don't think they're going to do it in time. I don't think they're going to do it in time. These hunters' hangars, I should say. Yeah, that one's still turned on. Let me go ahead and put you folks there. That one's still turned on. Do we need this steam hub? We don't have anyone working here currently. Oh, they're bunkhouses. We have a couple of bunkhouses. We could get rid of these and put them closer to the center. That's definitely a thing to consider. Yeah, this is a hazard. This cookhouse, though, does require this. Maybe we should rebuild it closer. I mean, no one's working there right now. I mean, they're working there, but they're not working. Oh, too much. Too much going on. I mean, just for these 3 homes. Actually, what is our situation currently? As far as housing goes, 21 vacant beds. Now, we're gonna have to build to replace. So a thing we could do is we could build more bunkhouses. Oh, we'll take care of that after working hours. Take care of this after working hours. What are we doing? Don't know. Oh yeah, getting people back in place. Let's get people back in place. And then we'll figure it out. Good Lord. Someone's building. Yeah. No progress, though. They're getting hungry now. What's the new thing we can do? We can build a steam steelworks. We will shortly. Gotta wait for quitting time. Currently we have this set to 24 hours, but we'll probably need to,
Rest time. Work is done for the day.
Excellent. Okay. Let us do some replacements, because that's really what we need to do. Steam Steelworks. We have enough. We can make both. Unfortunately, we can't replace anything else. Which kind of sucks, but you know. We're doing our best. But they'll be there, they'll be under an agitator, so that'll help. You got that taken care of. We're about to hit the agitator goal. Once that's been built, and I don't have enough steel to build any to do the housing replacement I wanted to do, so so much for that. Agitators built. First agitators are operational. Your encouraging words can reach more people. Hope rises. Excellent. Hope goes up a little bit. Good. Good. Still plenty we need to do. All right. Oof. They're building those, and that's all we can really do, unless I want to reclaim steel from something else. I can't move these things we're currently having to deal with the coal situation. But at least we'll have better rate of steel. Probably not going to say much right now because they haven't started yet. Well, 75, 75. That's not bad. So that'll help if we have the ability to, if we survive long enough. That's really the question. Because it's going to get colder sooner or later. And when it does, it will be a problem. The houses are currently livable. They will become chilly, and everything else will become colder. And I could send out more flyers. Don't know if we need to do that yet. Maybe I should wait to see if the generator breaks down again. And see if we have to do more terrible things. Because we're about due for it. No one is fighting. No, not at this hour. Here it is. Here it is, folks. This damn contraption will be the death of us, mark my words. Oh no, not again. What the hell? Why can't you keep this bloody thing going? Because it's going to explode eventually. The generator is down. Here's where everything falls to despair. I might even save this for next time. Let me take a look. We'll take a look and see what awaits us here. The generator is down. The generator has cut out. Every building that uses steam or requires the heat zone is down. If we don't bring it back online, we'll freeze to death. That's everything that's not a house. Got a bunch of bunkhouses where it's now cold. At least it's only cold, but we're going to have a lot of people getting sick, and we only have the one infirmary. It's not good. It's not good. It really is not. It's chilly in the houses. Currently. Alright. Let's take a look. Generator malfunction. Hanging by a thread, major generator malfunction. Sir, a serious fault has shut down the generator and caused the stress to start rising again. The mood among our people is verging on panic. Many talk openly about leaving their posts and making for the Dreadnought. The damage will be even harder to fix. Even though the repair station was adequately staffed, the repairs may take us some time. We have to repair it immediately. Hope falls greatly. We have to fix the generator before it blows up from rising stress. Here we go. Let's see. So hope is just falling greatly. We have discontent rising. Generator malfunction. Cold at home. Let's, now is an excellent time to send out leaflets. Let's do that. People must be told repeatedly that we survive every day thanks to order. That helped a little bit. Yes, leaflets will save us. And now that we've done that, let's go ahead and pull engineers from everywhere we can. Ugh. Oh, I don't have enough food rations to hire a foreman. Oh no! Oh, great. This is already being by the agitator, but I guess the agitator isn't working right now. This is fabulous. Okay, let's, well, let's start pulling people. Oh, hope goes down again. I pull these folks, but I gotta have the engineers. Okay, what have we got? Where have we got them? I have to keep them in the infirmary. There are patients. But I can pull them out of here. I can pull the engineers out of here and put them in here, and that's almost everybody. We'll see if that helps. 1 day. The generator won't hold out much longer. We have 1 day remaining. Or rather, 1 day. It's going to take a day. It's going to take a whole day. It's going to take a whole day to fix the generator. Currently. This is great. This is fabulous. We need to make some food rations so I can get a foreman in here. Folks are panicking. This is good. Is it? Hang on. Honestly speaking, I don't want to send any of y'all to the Dreadnought right now. All y'all gonna do is mess up whatever things the kids have got going. If I had my way, none of y'all would be going. I know. I know. It's unfortunate. Can I turn on the heater at the repair station? I can. The heaters are still working. Oh, I hate this so much. I actually have to wonder, though. Does upping the efficiency actually decrease the repair time? Don't know. Oh, I see that we're discontent. Because the generator, they figured out the generator's not working. Oh boy. Yep, all we can do is just try to fix it. In a little under 8 hours, we'll have more steel. Which we can use for something, I know not what. Moving some bunkhouses closer to the generator, I guess. I wish I were on the Dreadnought already. We can't live like this. Everyone's on edge. You think? I'm glad we have a surplus of hope, though, because that is perhaps helping. Ah, boy. It seems being near the agitator is not helping much right now. It's plus 0.8% is what we're getting. Okay. The raw food is coming in. The heating is off. Really? The generator has been down so long that the heating level has fallen to 0. All heat zones are off, and the buildings that require them are inoperative. Which I assume includes the steam steelworks. Well, I don't know. It's just closed right now because it's not working time yet, but we'll see. Oh, this is wonderful. So many people are going to get sick. The pain, the suffering. It is joyous. So as we have, I mean, we have plenty of raw food is coming in to perhaps make into. But is the cookhouse going to work? It's working, apparently. Hey, look at that. We have 10 food. We have 17 food rations. Guess what I'm gonna do now? Foreman. Increased efficiency. I I am wanting to see that increase, but I don't see anything happening. I don't think that's changed how long anything's going to take. Still at 64%. Useless! And how are we looking at blowing up? 17%, I see. Currently at 17% stress. Repair. Still working on it. Alright. Okay, evacuation transport has reached the Dreadnought, and there's a thing to look at. We'll look at this thing, and then I think we're probably going to save the next evac discussion for next time. Evac cliffhanger. Alright, let's see what they have to say. Because let me see where we are right now. Too many people. Not enough food, not enough steel, not enough steam cores over there right now. Desperate escape. Sir, with the mood in the city so low, people are desperate to flee for the Dreadnought before it's full. Some of them have raided the stockpiles, stealing 27 food rations and 288 wood to equip themselves for the journey. Should we stop them from leaving? Depends how many of them there are, really. Because, like, if they go out, then... We really need people here, though, to do what we're dealing with. Let's see, let them go. Discontent will rise greatly, hope will fall greatly. Some people will leave for the Dreadnought on their own. Convince them to stay. Discontent is too high or hope is too low. So alas, we do not have this option. And I mean, hope's not horribly low. So it must be that discontent is too high. Use lethal force to stop them. People will get hurt badly, and some may die. Well, what a decision to make. If we let them go, I don't know how many people are going to leave. I don't know how many of them are going to be engineers. That's going to be another problem. But it probably won't be too... I mean, we're still going to need to put people, you know, we're still going to have to build that next deck anyway, so I mean... It's not that we couldn't let them go. Not exactly. But we still need folks to be available, you know? Or we could just use lethal force and people will get hurt badly and some may die. Our infirmary is already full. I'm going to click on let them go to see what happens, but we might choose because I saved, but we might choose the other way. I'm going to click on this here. Let them go. So, yeah, it gets a little close. They get a little closer to each other. We're down to 224 people. 35 workers. Workers only. Okay. We might be able to deal with that. Because no engineers are leaving with them. So that being the case, that has freed up some... that does free up some buildings. I think we're going to delay on sending another transport because there's nothing really we can do right now for that. The... Oh, I see. The steam hub requires the generator. Does the agitator require the generator? it's still working. Okay. The coal is still coming in, but the workers came directly from here, so we need to move them around a little bit. I think 35 people, that's not terrible. And that doesn't push us to full here, which is, you know, it's, again, we committed to this anyway, so it's fine. It's only 35 people. You say that now. Then, of course, we're going to end up with a much worse situation soon. Let me see. How are we for... I mean, our food balance is great right now. Coal balance is excellent right now, but that's because nothing's turned on. And we've got 36 vacant beds. I don't know why they're not showing us the care house. Something's terribly wrong. Oh, that's because it's not functioning. I understand. Good thing we didn't have anyone in there. Oh boy. Okay. So, that being the case, we got to pull some folks, and right now this is only at 50%. We need to put people back in there. We can get the foodstuffs that we need. All right, let's see where our workers are one more time. We'll go ahead and look at this. We'll do this again before everything ends. Cookhouse, kind of necessary right now. Let's see. Gathering post. They're helping with us get coal, but I think it's more important for us to have them over here where the steel is, so let's do that. And I'll put you in there. Let's see, where else do we have workers? 14 left here. We look for clusters of 10. It's very cold here right now, and no gatherable resources in range, so let's get them out of there. Like considering dismantling the building. So there you are. Gathering post. Get you out of there. I'm just going to turn those off. For what we have going on. So we've got them manning the steam steelworks once again. How's this looking? Still at 76. Oh, yeah, no, we definitely need people. Okay, yeah, we need the people in there. All right. Oh, we gotta have them working on the generator. We can't have them researching more steel. Let's see. And the agitator is still working here. Not that that's helping a lot, but it's helping some. Okay. All right. And we've got folks, there's like 50 coal left to gather here. Those who are gathering. Here, let me at least look and see where we are with, our gathering posts, our hunter-gatherers currently. our hangars of hunters. 0, 15, 0. Gonna be all 0 and 16, except the hothouse. Currently, we get more out. It's 27 per day. I think we can get more out of the hothouse. Maybe, if we fully staff them. It's chilly currently. There. That's good. Get them their growing food. It's weird, but it's, it can work. Anything else we need to grab? Not that I'm aware of. Everyone having fun at the guard station currently? Everyone's sick, probably. In treatment, going to rest. Yeah. A lot going on right now. Distribute some rations to get a foreman here, getting them to grow more to get more rations. It's a weird chicken and an egg situation. Sure, let's invest that. Okay. That'll help with that. Anything else? And it was kind of weird. I saw that if I take even one engineer away, it doesn't work. It makes it take longer. So I can't afford to do it. There's some engineers over here. I could bring them in. Take a day. But I feel like I'm supposed to leave them there. Got a little over 5 days. Okay, I think that's gonna be it for what we have. This gathering post, it's only chilly, so I mean they may as well just keep gathering what they can. But this is a terrible situation. As best we can. We are doing what we can, as best we can. It's funny that none of the hunters left, as far as I could tell. It was very strange. It was mostly steel workers. Folks with the hardest jobs left. I guess. I don't know. And the people growing food. It's tragic, really. We have 14 hours remaining before this will be fixed. We're accumulating steel very slowly because of all of this. Madness. Well, that's going down for whatever reason. Because the overcrowding stopped. Okay, that's good. See, they'll be reaching the Dreadnought in another 22 hours. Good luck. Okay, 253 steel. That's good. That's helping. If I send out another 200, out of curiosity, it'll get us a little further. That'd get us a little further. We need a lot of rations to go out. We need a ridiculous number of rations to go out. I'm not going to send anything out. I'm going to wait. At this point. It's kind of ridiculous. And I don't dare switch us to soup right now. Because we've already got people hungry and our discontent is crazy high. We're just focusing everything on fixing the generator. Everything we can. Nuts, this whole thing. So let's see. In another 8 hours, a little under 8 hours, it'll be fixed. How much longer shall I wait before I dive off tonight? For the night, because I feel as though there's going to be a lot of planning to do. As we sit here accumulate, we have about 2 months worth of coal, for the little that we're using right now. I think I just want to see this repair through, and then I think I'm gonna close for the night. Too much happening. Here we go. 5.5 hours. Too much. I feel like we could also gather more steel from a lot of these other places that we just aren't using now. Part of me just wants to... Yeah, we don't have the staff for them. Part of me just wants to tear up a bunch of these gathering posts and other places. And coal thumpers that we've just stopped using. I might do it. I might do it. Just to get the steel.
Work day is up. Return your tools.
Work day is up. Let us, God, the night's gonna be wonderful. Everyone is cold. I built more houses as best I could. But we just don't have enough. Oh, speaking of which... This is a good question. I can actually, there are 36 vacant beds currently, which means I can destroy 3 more locations. Let's base it off of something useful here. It's like, I mean, you know, bunkhouse, etc. That's fine. They should be bunkhouses that we tear down, so people will go to... I mean, the houses, the houses, the actual houses are probably already the best they, you know, probably have. Or they're probably all full. But if we're tearing down bunkhouses, let's figure out how we want to handle that. Let's see. What do we have? So it's... I was looking at guard stations and steam hubs. That's basically what we're looking at this point. For when it's working again. I think we only have 3 guard stations at this point. So, in theory, let me also look at the steam hubs. That one's off because we don't need it anymore there. those are on cycles. This one, 24 hours, but I'm wondering if there are... Oh, there are bunkhouses here. But not many. Where is... You know, we can do away with, we can do away with some stuff out here. It's occurring to me. We have this cookhouse that's way out here. And this fighting arena. They're the only things that currently are being heated. Well, not currently being heated, but that would be heated by the steam hub. And have it make any difference. So I feel as though... There's like one bunkhouse here, a bunkhouse and a cookhouse. There's that bunkhouse, that bunkhouse. Yeah, I think we can... I think these are the ones to get rid of. These out here on the outskirts. That's a regular house. So yeah, I can see the value here of doing that. This house is chilly, only chilly. And therefore this would no longer be necessary, the steam hub that's there. If we remove these 3 bunkhouses. That feels right. Can we turn on your... Please? There. That's better. Good lord. Yeah. We're gonna disassemble these 3 bunkhouses that are in this spot. I think that's the move. Let's take away your homes. They're cold? We'll take them apart. Go live with other people. Huddle for warmth. And, actually, did I just save under... Yeah, redistributed. Yes. Dismantling. Because I have strange ideas now. There's still coal nearby, but, you know what? We're gonna reclaim everything. This may be a terrible idea. We get a little bit of steel back when we do this. And this steam hub isn't working anyway, so we don't really need it. We get 15 steel out of it. That's something. This steam hub takes care of whatever's over here, which I still don't know if it's a good idea. Any of these things. But we'll see. Yeah, anything we can get steel out of might be good. Oh, you only get wood for dismantling coal thumpers. But you get a little bit of steel from a gathering post. Strange how this is all turned, isn't it? There aren't people to do this anymore. I'm just going to take them all away. Let's see, what else? Where else do we have these things happening? Oh, I'm not seeing the symbol anywhere other than, you know, places we've been like here. Okay. Takes care of it for now. This gathering post. This goal thumper. Why? Oh, there were like 3 people left, but no gatherable resources in range. Excellent, you're free. We'll now dismantle these buildings and take from them their steel. Looks like there's no steam hub near here. Aside from like this one that takes care of like people. People, how dare it. Resource depot. Gathering posts, these are similarly inert. Workshop, the secondary workshop. We'd get some steel back, but let's not go quite there just yet. This medical post is currently turned off. Let's not take those away just yet. We might use them for something. Let's see, other things. No, these are all abandoned medical posts. The steam hub, however, is no longer useful. Let's salvage the steel. This steam hub. Ooh, is there anything this is in range of anymore? I think I got rid of everything that was in range of this steam hub. I can probably get rid of it. I don't see anything that's, yeah, okay. We'll harvest the steel from that. That is a medical post. That's fine. Medical post. Yeah, no, we've come full circle. Interesting. Okay. We have these hunter's hangers, but you can get a lot of steel out of those. The inoperative hunter's hangers, I have to think about. No, it's not like we're going to have the people to work there. That's the only problem. It's true. It's very true. Okay, so may as well reclaim the steel from those. That's a fair amount of steel. It's not great. It's not a great situation, but 30 steel is 30 steel. Well, that helps. I mean, again, the food ration gain is, you know, decent. Still not quite impressive enough, but we'll see what we can do. And that's that. I don't think the answer to the food ration problem is more hunters at this point. Necessarily. I mean, if we can get engineers back over here, then we can research and all, you know, something that helps us to maximize what we have, but good luck. 3.5 hours left. Oh, the humanity. Of people hungry. Despite the fact that we have the rations currently. It's going to be tight. Out of morbid curiosity, what is our steel capacity? 750. Once we get close to that, I'm going to need to send some. But We only have 5 days. Hearing a lot of yelling. Okay. Let's see how the generator's doing. Oh, great, 43%. That's wonderful. Okay, half an hour remains. Don't know if it's going to get colder anytime soon. That'll be great. Okay, the generator's operational. The generator repairs are complete. You can turn it on safely. Unfortunately, its performance is drastically reduced. All our heat zones will be colder by 1 level and smaller by a further 10%. The next breakdown will be more difficult to repair and will have more severe consequences. Hope level reduced by 1, it says, whatever that means. Hope level? Reduced by 1. Heat zone range reduced by a further 10%, minus 20%. Total. Okay. I guess we'll... Oh, a lot of discontent. So... we were at Steam level 2, I think. Can't remember what Steam level we were on. Before all of this happened. We have to set it to Steam level 2. Alright. Let's turn it on. Oh, it's cold at this guard station. Does this help? Does anything help? Oh, and I was building things at the very edge, too, wasn't I? Okay, discontent's going down, but, still, not great. It made it to Steam level 2. We've still got cold bunkhouses. We're gonna have to figure that one out. But discontent is going down. Hope maybe is going up with the propaganda center maybe functioning again? Don't know. Full staff, it says. Which is nice. But we're going to have to pull from that to get people to other places. Get the propaganda center working again. There's the hope. And of course, we'll need to put people back in the workshop. Okay, so there's that. And, I think that might be where we leave it for now as we try to figure out, as we try to navigate this situation. And see if we can figure out how to deal with the rest of this. A lot of the houses are becoming livable, which is good. We might do some upgrades, possibly, on some buildings. See if we can get some houses to replace, you know, to upgrade, replace some things. So that way we can deal with that. But I think that's a problem for future me. Hi, future me. Build houses. There we go. Little message for my future self. All right. I think that's a good place to leave off for now. Good Lord. That was so much. That was so much. Wow. Okay. All right. Let me see where we are once again as I figure myself out. Yes. Are the children still safe at least? Yeah, I mean, they're there on the Dreadnought. All of them. They don't have enough food, but hopefully they're okay. They're resilient. They don't count as people until the Dreadnought starts moving. We don't have to feed them until it's time, as far as I can tell. Well, folks, thank you so much for watching. As the children are safe. I'm sure it's fine. Thank you all very much for watching. I very much appreciate it. Oh, man. Boy, this hits hard. So right now, I don't have any scheduled tabletop RPGs happening on the channel. That's going to change ultimately. I just gotta get in gear and get the plans going. It's just, you know, life. Life is doing a lot of lifing right now. But in the meantime, I am still going to be playing this, and I'm going to alternate this with Heroine's Quest, which is not about drugs. Heroine's Quest, which it's another point-and-click adventure game in the style of the Quest for Glory series. And so started playing that, and it's a lot of fun so far. So we'll be getting back to that. And we'll see what else happens. Other things will happen. Just have to figure it all out. But in the meantime, we're probably going to go say hi to someone when we hit the end card. Feel free to hang on if you're so inclined and say hi to them with us. But folks, do take care. Please remember you're unique, and that is wonderful. Because variety is ridiculously important, and you matter. Please take care of yourselves, and I will see you all of a sudden.